So recently I bought a pair of these Howard Leight Impact Sports, or Impact Sport electronic earmuffs. And I had them out, I was shooting, and I wasn't real impressed with their ability to deaden the shot noise. My AR-15, it seemed really loud to me, and granted I have really good hearing, and my brother has got these same ones, and he said they were just fine, but I don't know, they weren't quite enough for me. I'm used to either in-ear plugs or a pair of these, and these are like way bigger. I don't know what the noise reduction rating on these is. I don't see anything on there that says it, but I mean, if you compare the size, presumably these are stuffed with more sound deadening material, and these obviously have a speaker and some like a circuit board and batteries and whatever in there. So there's probably just not enough room for enough deadening material to make them as dense as these. So what I'm going to do, get inundated with text messages apparently. I'm going to take these apart, and I'm not going to mess with the electronics or anything in them, because that seems great. The volume goes up and it works really well. I did try these over regular earplugs, and that helps a lot. But it kind of defeats the purpose. I have great hearing and small ears, and that, you know, it's tough to find earplugs that are comfortable for me to wear. This is like a closed cell foam. It's like a real dense foam. So I'm going to cut some pieces of this up and put it in here in all the gaps that I can find, and see if that helps muffle a little better than they are stock. So you can see that there are little, I hope that's not too dark, but you can see that there are little tabs around here. See if I can, there's one you can see. I know they go all the way around the muff, the ear pad part. So just to take those apart, and that comes right out like that. Next is this plastic, I don't know, whatever you even call that, but ring thing. And if you look all around the edge, there's really nowhere to pry or anything, except for like right along here. There's a little tiny lip right in there that you can kind of get a little dinky screwdriver in there. There we go. Starts to come apart. And that just comes right off like that. Just got to be careful you don't barf it up. It's a cosmetic issue, but anyway, so there's the foam, the little retaining ring. Then this is just the little foam pad. And I think that pretty much is all the sound deadening that's in there. Okay, so you look inside here and you can see the electronics and whatever. Anyway, there's really like no deadening material in there. This little piece, that, and there's a little dinky sliver of it kind of around the speaker. So there's a little bit of room to add some stuff in there. I'm trying to keep it from being too thick. You know, you don't want it too thick this way, you know, because you've still got to put that piece and stuff back in there. So I think if I can keep it pretty level with the existing goodies in here, I think it might help. If you're going to do this, I think it would be good to be mindful of these little solder joints. They're so tiny, you know what I mean? You could risk wrecking them. So if you do this, be really careful putting the pieces in. Okay, so this is how this one finished up. All this stuff is just sort of tucked underneath the circuit board, and I could have taken the screw out probably and really gotten every little nook and cranny. But like I said, these are new, and I'm not really sure if I want to really mess with them. So that's just how I did this one. Let's see if I can get a clear view of it for you. And everything is level with the circuit board and the electronics and everything. So now I'll just reassemble, and then I'll do the same thing to the other one. Okay, so this is the other one. The first one I did had the volume control and everything on it. This is the other one. This has got the battery compartment, and you know, there's like way more empty space in here. Which might be why, even when I wear my earplugs, it seems like one side is louder than the other. So hopefully this will remedy that. But yeah, there's like almost nothing in here. It doesn't seem like it would really deaden very well. I'm sorry this isn't focusing right. I don't really know why it's not. But hopefully you can still see what's going on in there. So after shooting several rounds, it's definitely better. They're probably not as quiet as like a full-size set of muffs, or you know, even with the in-ear plugs underneath, but it's definitely better than it was before I put the foam in there. So for the price of it, which is like $0, it's definitely a worthwhile modification.